going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I was gonna say good morning almost. Well, it just jumped in. It just did it. It just jumped into it. So we are right now here with you guys, Los Tres Maduros, the Saturday edition. Behind the cameras, in the control booth, or whatever the heck those places are called. We got Kevin, the man Thompson, or as I like to call him, Big Kevin Thompson. And immediately the Jesus, you are like really intimidating as hell. It's Seamus, everybody. He just looks angry, but he's not, and he's just like that all the time. L'Chaim, hold on. I guess we gotta do this the right way. We're drinking today, as brought to us by
cheers, mate.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Cheers by our good friend Kevin Thompson. This is Sun and Steel, the Trooper. Kevin, I know you're behind the scenes, but everybody will hear you. You say that this is done by Iron Maiden?
Yes.
Like the
band.
The band.
Yes.
Wow. Mikey, you've had this before?
I have not had it before, but I'm a fan of their music.
Nice.
Run for the hill.
Run for the hill, baby. Run for the hill. Never heard of it. I'm sure it's an exciting, very Christian-like song, or whatnot.
Very much so.
Some people would consider it the gospel, depending on what.
Sure.
Of course.
I mean, I don't see why not. If you guys hear in the background the occasional bark, that is my dog Jackson, who has no way to comport himself, apparently, until I'm up whoop his ass. In a nice way, because I love my dog. Yesterday, it's funny, I was fixing some stuff outside, and I had a little bag of, I guess, like things I picked up in my car, knickknacks, envelopes, and whatnot. And
he decided to.
Oh my God, he went to town on it. I was like, holy Moses. I'm like, kill this dog. But no. I mean, I love Jackson. I mean, he's just being a dog. It just is what it is.
How old is he? Jackson
just literally turned 4 years. We got him January the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. But he was born January 27th, but he was born in December the 9th.
Yeah,
you
gotta wait 6 weeks or so.
Yep. We got him from a great family that's all they do. They raise pure breed black Labradors.
He's a pretty dog.
I mean, his pedigree is what do you call that? He's one of those like he's been
Paper.
bred. He's been bred. The duck hunter family, all of that stuff. I mean, I wish I had the duck.
Whole wheat or sourdough?
Heck if I know. I was like, son of a gun, that dog. Interesting beer, man. It's
very good.
It's very light. It's not heavy at all.
No, it's not heavy at all. Goes good with those cigars really well.
Yeah.
Super duper excited about this. Super duper with a trooper. Wow. Listen, it was Christmas yesterday, guys. Merry Christmas and all the good stuff. I hope you guys had it going. Kevin, how was your Christmas?
It was fantastic. Got to see all the family and the grandkids. That was the best part of the whole day.
I'll tell you what, man. You just came out of the hospital, so yes, it is a blessing, and it's fantastic to say, hey, I'm with a family. Whoo, got a little scared, but you're there, and now you're here with us. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Mikey, you were you said earlier till the wee hours of the morning, huh? What? You're right. You good?
Yeah, everything was good.
I mean, the hair looks awesome.
He was at a wedding or something. Huh?
No, not a wedding.
It was a crusty Christmas.
Crusty Christmas.
Oh,
wow.
Ew.
I don't even know if I want to go down that road, to be brutally honest. Crusty. You know what? I'm going to use your lighter that hopefully may or may not be crusty or crunchy. A crunchy lighter.
That's right. Just wait till Krusty New Year. It'll be fine.
Yes, Krusty the Clown, one of my favorite characters from The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
So you were at a Christmas or just at a celebration
just
on
hanging
Christmas?
out, drinking, and talking.
Nice.
What else is there to do? Thanks, COVID.
Especially after you've done all the family stuff.
Have you done all the family stuff?
I did all the family stuff.
You're done.
Well, no. Tomorrow, 2 of the other ones are going to be in town, and we're going to.
So you're not done. No. So don't say that when you're done with it.
Well, no, I'm done with certain parts.
Certain parts, not all of it.
Just
All right.
because you had to read too much into it, I can't help you there.
I didn't, I just, wanted to just make sure that because you still got the end of the year. I mean, you gonna do anything for the end of the year? With a family, like a family thing, end of the year thing.
I don't know. Maybe.
So
I'm gonna do something that involves drinking, obviously.
Look, I got a deadly weapon for a pen. Isn't that awesome? I don't know where else I was gonna go with that.
Yeah, what kind of transition is that?
Non-existent, but when it comes to him, pick a toothpick, it becomes a deadly weapon. What's up? Listen, Seamus, how was your Christmas? What'd you do yesterday? Tell me all the particulars, or not. It's up to you.
I went to Allie's parents' house, and there's a reason why I made that face. But no, we went.
Tim, not me. I swear to God, it's him, not me. I go ahead. Now continue.
We went to Allie's parents' house. They got me some clothes and some nice things, and I'm very appreciative of that. And,
hey, what's up, Will? Good to see you, brother.
Will,
Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's why I put it there, because my little pad, at least I can see anybody jumping on board. Okay, so you got something for Christmas from Allie's family.
Mm-hmm. And then we
What'd
got
you get?
some stuff.
Did you get underwear? Socks? I mean, what'd you get?
I got a thong.
Nice! Nice! Christmas thong!
With feathers on it.
Or not. No feathers, right? I didn't think it was in it.
Yeah,
you're an idiot.
I got some
What do you
workout
say?
clothes, actually. They're going to come in.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
It's getting a little colder, so they're, some thermal clothes, which will be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Allie's sister a brand new Cricut neck knife. So it's got like
Cricut neck knife?
Yeah. So the knife company is called Cricut.
Uh-huh.
And the blade is actually, the whole knife is probably that big. And it just hangs around your neck. You put it underneath the jacket or whatever. It's kind of like concealed.
Such a girly thing.
Yeah. Well,
when you want to know, what do you get that special girl who's a sister?
Everything.
To my woman. What do you get her? Oh, let's get her a knife.
Have you met Allie?
Well, no, that's a given. Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. She's a warrior maiden, so yeah. I mean, that's a given.
But
that sounds cool. As a matter of fact, actually, I think that's a really, really great gift for women. In self-defense, God forbid somebody, comes at them. It's the one that you can just pull down and the knife is in. Oh, that's great.
Right
yeah, that's a great
it's like
one.
your sternum open.
Well, hopefully not when you do it like that. I'm just saying, but that's a great gift, man. That's very thoughtful.
Yeah, and she comes from a family of warriors, so there's no question she knows how to use it in that aspect. But no, she was using it to open gifts and all that. And it's just like, oh, all right, it's a knife. And I'm like, here's a new present. I opened it.
That's awesome.
Using it immediately, so it was good.
I'm gonna put you in the spot, man. I know that you have a new a woman who is awesome this year, because this just happened this year. So what did you get Miss Allie? For Christmas? Because you guys started seeing each other just this year.
I'm sure he didn't go shopping at Victoria's Secret.
No, or he may have. Hey, you never know. I respect that. Listen, nothing wrong with that. But you guys are, by many standards, you're a young couple, you're a new couple. But I love the seriousness of your relationship. I think it's beautiful. What did you get her? You got her a gun?
Mm-hmm.
You got her you? Oh, God.
I am the gift.
You didn't get that right away.
It took, but yeah. Okay. Wow.
I knew exactly where it was going.
No. I'm actually, I got her an outfit, and I'm working on building her a motorcycle. So
nice. So, and you said one of the times that you were in the show, that you had bought finally the base foundation for that bike that you.
So, I had thought about I'm buying 2 motorcycles. I got the one now, and I need a couple $100, and I'll have the next one. But I bought a frame and engine, and that's what I was planning on using for her bike. But a friend of mine, Santiago, he was here, last week.
Mm-hmm.
He's got another bike for sale, relatively cheap, that's running and riding. So, I was going to get that bike for Allie. She can already.
What type of bike is that?
It's a Honda Shadow.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately. But I'll get that bike, and I'm going to do all the paint work, but it's going to have different. I'm going to change the fenders and the tank and, some of the pieces, but she could ride it while I get the other parts in for it,
Cool,
and
man.
then paint them, and then put them on the bike, and it'll be all
Okay,
done.
yeah,
Change the
awesome.
handlebars around. Probably change the wheels. I don't know.
All right, so here's the flip to the question: what did your woman get you?
A K-bar.
A K-bar.
For the one he left on the back of his truck.
Yes.
Sort of. The K-bar she got me was a full-size combat knife.
Because
Don't leave this one on the truck.
Mid-size is not right. Mid-size is not adequate. It's not. Mid-size does not give you enough. It's awesome, man. That's good.
Yeah, that's been my entire life.
Mike, I didn't ask because you were. But what did the kids get you for Christmas?
Exactly what I have in my hand.
A hearty heaping helping of
Merry Christmas.
Of love. Love. They filled those hands with love.
There you go.
I'll go with that one. That sounds beautiful. Again, if you guys hear the barking, that's my beloved dog. I'm gonna go out there and whoop his ass. No, I'm not. I love Jackson.
You'll go out there and go, "Who'd go, boy?"
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly how I would do it.
As he jumps up in your lap.
Yeah, man. So, Kevin, what was Christmas yesterday like for you, man? I know you said you had the family down. I mean, talk to me.
Yeah, I had all my grandkids over, and my mom and dad showed up, and her mom showed up, so it was just more or less a big family gathering. Just missing was my two brothers and their wives. We normally do everything at mom and dad's, and everybody comes in, but with COVID, some of them live out of state, some of them are in bad health, and they can't be around people. So,
Gotcha.
with everybody that showed up, especially my mom and dad, I'm so grateful to still have both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was just a great day. I could care less about the presents, just seeing the kids' face.
Absolutely.
And my mom and dad.
Well, that's a fantastic present in and of itself, right there, man.
Yes,
dude. I'm like I said, I'm super happy. I was able to get a few things out, to you guys. It's the least I could do. Some hopefully good smokes that you guys will enjoy. I think I got Jonathan a nice little pendant necklace. For my mom, he got her nice pothos. He's got a good green thumb, so he's did a nice pretty pot, with this thing that he's had for like this. It's a pothos that one of the like vine plants. Mm-hmm. So he's had that now for a few years, and he got it when it was this big, and now it's monstrous.
Does he have something for it to climb up, or is it?
Well, the one that we've got in the bedroom, it's got a trellis that he built for that. The one for my mom it's a small sampling or whatever sapling of that one.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I got her a nice little perfume, and her roommate Frankie got him some nice warm socks, which it's cold. So hey, warm socks is nothing wrong with that. So I'm totally stoked about that.
Warm is good.
Oh, yeah.
Being warm.
Let me see here. Hey, Brent, what's going on, man? Thank you very much for jumping on board. We appreciate the support. And definitely for everybody that's right now, remember that if you are not yet watching us on YouTube and you want to go ahead and just sign up for that, I really, really appreciate that. Go there, support, click on the subscribe button. Then the little bell will let you know when we are on, and like that you can definitely not miss anything. For the podcasters, thank you very, very much. Kevin, what time frame are we on with the podcasters?
Right now you're 14 minutes.
On this one over here?
Over here 14 minutes.
14 minutes. Awesome, man. Thank you very much. We're on podcast channels for Google, iTunes.
Spotify.
We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. We're on Pocket Podcast. We're on Breaker. We're on a few different ones. So again, we're out there. If you research and look to find
all your
Maduros, we're out there. 3 channels on Facebook. We are on Periscope. We're on YouTube, and we're also now on Twitch, which is really, really great. The gamers thing. So
that was that thing that my knee does.
It's more like me right now, twitching. I think I'm gonna have like a damn coronary or heart attack or something anytime.
Coffee?
Yeah, stroke. Yeah. Oh, between the coffee and Trooper Beer,
nope,
which is not sponsoring this segment, but this is really good. Sun and Steel.
Yep.
I'm gonna save the can, man, because I love all this Japanese stuff.
It's really good.
Ching ching chong chong.
That too, which it's very appropriate language. I'm today, just in case anybody's wondering, we are smoking the Doña Noli Naturals, Robusto size, We have a couple of good deals running right now on the website. We did a buy one get one half off. So again, have at it
for this week. It ends at the end of the year.
Yeah, and then we also have another deal that is you buy one get one free after you buy 3 more. So that's an even better deal. You like that one? Buy one get one free after you buy 3 more. There you go.
That's great.
It's funny.
The math somehow doesn't work on that.
Yeah, but you know what? I saw we were watching a Christmas movie. John and I, my partner, is called something. Mr. Jangles, Jingle Jangles Christmas movie. It was really, really. Believe it or not, actually, it was.
Are you sure this was a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it was actually really, really nice. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. I mean, for anybody who wants to watch something lighthearted, considering all the crap that's out there.
Did you get your bells jingled?
That's a different conversational topic.
On the sleigh.
On the sleigh. But it was a beautiful. It was a musical. It reminded me a lot of stuff that I remember, growing up as a kid, the old Christmas musicals. You don't see a lot of them anymore. You don't see a lot of like holiday musicals. I grew up with it. And this one had Forrest Whitaker. It had a great cast of actors in it too. A lot of them I didn't even know could sing on that level. They were just really a great movie. And again, it's a friendly children's family movie. Absolutely beautiful. But one of the things that I liked about it is he had a sign, is buy one, get one free after you buy 3 more. I was like, I like that sign. I mean, that sign or something like that, So I think it was like a buy 2, get 1 after you go ahead and buy. Again, it was just like his method of selling was like, you get something free, but you got to buy even more to get that free. But my favorite one is, hey, man, can I get one for free today? And I go, no, not today, tomorrow. Yeah. So you come back the next day, you're like, no, not today, tomorrow. I've heard about that from Cuba.
Yeah, constantly kicking the can down the road.
Oh, yeah.
My dad was trying to sell a motorcycle not too long ago, and he said, we even got a payment plan, 100% down and no payments.
There you go, look at that. Easy breezy, Japanesey. I don't know, man. Just going back to it, I haven't seen a lot of like Christmas movies, like the traditional Disney musicals or the really kind of cool family friendly.
It's because they're all racist and they trigger people. Because it's 2020.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah,
you guys honestly believe that?
A lot of people are triggered by Christmas. You can't say Merry Christmas or anything. You have to say Happy Holidays.
Huh.
Maybe it's cold outside. He's trying to rape her.
They actually get the radio stations quit playing that song because.
Good, because I quit radio stations.
Because some people thought that song was talking about rape.
Rape. How do you translate that lyric?
She kept saying, I really can't stay. I really got to go. They're going to wonder where I am. He's like, I don't care. I'd rather be with you than you go freeze your ass off trying to get home.
That's the insanity of that is to me mind-boggling. But at the end of the day, like I said, I say Christmas for everybody. On a strange and crazy segue, my prayers are to anybody who was involved with the Nashville downtown bomb that happened, or the explosion.
They actually found human remains in that car.
Yeah,
or in the camper.
Yeah, well, they said that apparently somebody was broadcasting from there to get away to clear the area
just before it went off. Yep.
Exactly. So, interesting enough, it was.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. It's funny. Yeah. It was a big old RV, like one of those like Tioga style or whatever, Ticonderoga style. It was Christmas Day, literally on Church Street. It's a Christian holiday, so I don't know. Is there a message behind that?
What a way to end the new year. The year.
I look at. They're saying that there's the possibility of a homegrown terrorist. Concept behind that. I wonder about that. I mean, again, without getting deep into this stuff, but what does anybody mean by homegrown terrorists? Are we talking about Americans who are dissatisfied with the way that things are,
that's kind of what it means, I think.
Okay. That's the general definition. So people that live in the United States and they were born here and they become
disenfranchised would be.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say disenchanted, but disenfranchised. They feel like. They grew up feeling like the world has, put them down or the world owes them something or, they've always been dealt a bad hand. So they just, with the internet age now, they go looking on the internet and they see all these different radical ideas,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to.
So, but
I could name a few religions,
but what you're
but
saying,
I'm sure you people know who I'm talking about.
But here's the thing about it. Okay,
get your 72 virgins, come one, come all.
Well, but again, here's where I want you to explain this. How do you go from disenfranchised, not happy or whatnot, to equating that to religious belief systems? I mean, I'm intrigued now by that. Not to create that, because if you get some backwoods moron, I'm gonna just say it like that, and his concept of religion, and God bless it, as snake charming, a preacher at the pulpit.
That really is what it is. It's
it's lack of intellect. It's lack of intellect.
Used car salesman.
Right.
People are looking for. People get into this, in my opinion, because they feel lost. They're looking for something. They end up becoming interested in something, and then it just goes further and further and further.
Here's
too many
fun
somethings,
story.
in my opinion.
I'm trying to be somewhat politically correct.
No, it's something. Okay, here's the thing about it. This show, the concept. I would like to say to everybody is vulgarity does not equate political correctness. You can be politically correct or incorrect, without
just be correct.
But I'm not one to be PC at all. I'm not one to be HR oriented. My choice to sort of like curtail my verbiage is not going to stop me from being politically incorrect, because I don't believe in that. To me, I think that actually the downfall of America currently as it stands is the fact that we are too PC. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I go,
right.
You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. How is it that people have this completely mistaken concept that if I'm telling you something and you tell me you hurt my feelings, I'm going to immediately reply back to you, at what point did you give me the power to hurt your feelings? That's insane to even consider that.
So,
and again, maybe I'm wrong.
No, Americans nowadays are becoming a weak people. Everybody wants something for free. Everybody wants to be included. Everybody wants to feel good about something. And nobody gets told the truth anymore. Nobody gets told to work hard anymore.
Well, we're becoming
everybody
a nation.
Gets a trophy.
Yeah, we're becoming a nation of like you participated. You get a trophy to participate. Yeah.
Here's a fun story. There were a group of females, I think it was like 3 or 4, that were living in the United States, ran off and joined ISIS.
Nice.
For Nutella.
ISIS is the Egyptian goddess with the pretty wings. That one? No?
No, the other.
Wrong one?
The other morons with the turbans.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that try and kill people.
Okay, yeah. Well, those are bad guys.
Yeah, for Nutella.
Nutella, right?
Yeah.
Nutella is.
That was
that little chocolatey, peanut buttery stuff.
Yeah.
That's delicious. Why would
you go join a terrorist organization for it?
I mean, it's good stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I mean, I like it. Mind you, on a warm brioche bread, it's heaven. Now, is it heaven enough to...
I feel like he's missing the big picture.
No, but I mean, think about it. Is it heaven enough to go join? No, of course not. I would. I'm just saying, I like Nutella. I mean, don't you like it?
Nutella does not endorse ISIS.
Yeah, or us, by the way, or us.
Right.
I'm just saying.
So these women, for lack of better terminology, said, morons. We need Nutella in our lives.
They were surfing the internet, saw an ad for ISIS. Hey, we'll give you Nutella. So like, sign me up. Went over there, got raped and beaten and tortured, then tried to come back to the United States, and the United States said,
But did they get Nutella?
Probably not.
At least not the Nutella they thought they were going to get.
But wasn't there was like several women who did this, and they tried to come back to the United States, and I think one successfully got back in.
Well, the problem was they renounced their citizenship.
Right.
So they were like, the United States said, "Fuck you." I mean,
I believe that they clearly state that, or not, but something along those lines.
I think it's the small print. Renounce your citizenship.
But here's where I'm going to go back to this, because again, and anybody, any comments, I'm down with that. I like to educate myself. I don't want to just put something out there without really knowing. That's why we got 3 other guys in here. So to me, my vision, my thought process of a homegrown terrorist, right, it's, as you guys said, some disenfranchised, unhappy Americans,
The Unabomber,
citizens who all of a sudden felt that, we grew up wrong or abused or hurt or whatnot, and then they found this outlet through a grouping of people of like-minded stupidity, and they said,
"That's a good way to put it."
You're now coming with us.
That is the best name for those nerds I've ever heard.
And we're all gonna play with big guns, and we're gonna be a militia, and we're gonna, kind of train to when Red Dawn hits, all this other nonsensical BS.
I found the same thing. It was called the United States Marine Corps.
Yeah,
see the difference.
See
the difference.
There you go.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, you heard about what one group of people stormed a place like a town hall or something, and the police had to beat them back. No, these were actual citizens of the United States stormed a city hall somewhere.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Well,
and destroyed the building and
that's
stuff.
Not in the United States.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is, can you imagine? You're gonna tell me
Antifa is also a terrorist
organization. Which interesting enough, and I'm not gonna defend that group of folks, but Antifa is shortened for anti-fascism. Now, fascism.
Who uses fascism to get their way?
So here's where I'm going with this.
It's kind of like
Nazis were fascists. Mussolini was a diehard fascist. The guy Carlos of Spain during all that time, Mao. I mean, all these dudes were fascists. Socialism, fascism, communism. They're all interwoven in the fabric of stupid, heavily, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And yet you're going to tell me you are looking to utilize anti-fascism as your moniker, or Antifa, if you will, because you're trying to do something positive to effect change the right way. There is no change that can be possibly effected the right way with the name of anti-fascism, and you're being idiots on the streets.
Oh, these guys are a freaking joke, man. Go look at their YouTube videos.
That's what I call also homegrown terrorists right there.
There's one dude that should never be allowed to look at pictures of weapons, let alone own one. Shot a hole in his wall because he didn't know how his gun worked. He was looking at his Glock, and he had he's trying to show his other anti-fascist comrades. Another thing they call each other. We're not fascists. Comrades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, communists.
Yeah. So he's like, here's how you take it apart. Here's how it's like, and then bam, gun goes off, shoots a hole in his wall.
And by the way,
Mommy's gonna be so pissed.
We're down to 2 minutes for podcasting. Listen, everybody, really, I think we're diving into a great topic right now. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us afterwards on Facebook. The show is about, again, usually all different kind of topics. Mm-hmm. I think that, I agree with what the guys are saying. Tell us what your thoughts are, what your comments are. Again, I don't agree with or condone anybody that uses terminology like fascism, communism, socialism, anything that actually would take liberties away. I cannot ever condone it. I don't care how you paint it.
I've got to let him. Remember that? I let you hear that guy who called into the radio show, the socialist.
Oh, yeah.
Durant?
No.
Oh. I'm sorry, Durant. I love you. That came out the wrong way. Oh, Durant's not a socialist. Much.
No, this guy called into a radio show and was bragging about how the socialists have now come to control all the elections and stuff now and so forth. And it was like...
it's a hell of a brag, dude. It's a hell of a brag.
What are you doing? We were sitting there listening to it, and I was like,
real quick, Kevin, on the podcast screen on this one, when it goes off, it'll have a little plus sign that'll pop on there. Just click on the plus sign, and then you'll see that it'll jump over to this side, and and we'll guide you through that process. But guys, I go back to this terminology, homegrown terrorists. In my mind, because again, I don't know anything. I don't have the education. I've always said I wish I had gone to school more. But to me, if you're that dissatisfied with your place in the grand scheme of life in America or whatnot, what are you doing positively to effect positive changes? Because
I'm Googling terrorist organizations.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
That's what. Oh my God! That's what I was gonna say. Are you really thinking? You know what? My life needs some positive change.
I don't think they're actually doing that. I think what it is they, for lack of a better term, are lonely.
Yeah, get a girl. Craigslist is full of them.
No, it's not anymore.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
no, they
okay, I take it back. Just Google a girl. You'll be all right.
The back page has been taken down too.
The back. How does he know these things?
I listen to the news.
Yeah. He knows the grinder stuff. He knows this. I mean, how
I
do
listen
you
to
know?
the nose. I listen to the news.
He listens to the nose. I listen to. Yeah, I'm sure he listens to his nose.
I listen to all kinds of stuff.
I love this guy, but it's hilarious to think about these morons doing this stuff.
It works because they make their advertisements so outrageous.
There's a little green tab underneath it.
Yep, so that's
Click the green tab, and once you do that, you'll see it pop up right above the thing. And then when it says save this show, when it lights up in blue, you click on that, and we're good to go. Done deal. Look at that. Kevin is the man. Although Allie was way prettier doing that. I mean, just saying. But she was. I mean, hey, Kevin or Allie? Think about that. Kevin or Allie?
Allie's way better looking.
Okay, there we go. So that's a done deal.
We're
all agreed, right?
Yep.
Hey,
Okay.
Don't mess with me. I will take my clothes off.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
Listen,
God, no,
we've only got a few viewers anyway.
What's going on, John?
Hang on to who we can hang on
What's going on, John?
He's not on camera, so
Yeah.
It would just be us, and I've already got a beeline to that door.
Yeah, John. I'm in the middle. I'm stuck.
No, I'm gonna grab you. We're both going.
John Shea, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate you, my
I'm gonna
main
use
man.
you to open the door.
So, listen, just to bring everybody a little bit up to date, we started. I just just good Christmas cheer. I talked about a fun movie
and then
that
it went
I watched.
downhill from there.
Because we started talking about what happened in Nashville. So one of the theories was that a homegrown terrorist.
Right.
I go back to it, and a lot of times we make fun of these individuals. And again, I'm gonna say it like this: not the prototypical guy who was bullied, who lived this life of abuse and whatnot. I go, well, listen. On the flip side of that, and I said this actually, I think it was our last show. I was a little bit of a bullier. I mean, I
was bullied in school.
I mean, I was that.
Somebody trying to put me in a locker.
I was not a good guy. I was not. But it took this dude to literally go toe to toe with me and whoop my patukas. And now it's not like the class. Oh, we then became friends. No, we didn't become friends. I still wanted to go beat him up afterwards. But it made me, hey, you know what? This guy may not be that much of a wimp, and I need to start like reassessing some stuff. So I toned down the bullying. I became, I think, a better person, and I let go of that nonsense. But I was that guy. If I saw some weirdo looking, hey dude, I kick him, down, the last 3 steps, not the whole stairs, but I was not the nice guy. I was more like the dumb jock idiot, So go figure. I didn't play any sports until like my last junior and senior year. So imagine that, being a dumb jock and all that stuff. But is it these individuals who feel so, I don't want to say abused or
they've been
attacked?
They've been beaten down so many times in their life. They're looking for.
But you're not
acceptance.
that. Look at you. Okay, you said you were bullied, right?
I was, but I also had good communication with my parents.
But you rose above that.
That's another important thing.
I had good communication with my parents. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true too.
And right now, part of it is we are so connected with the internet and information so quickly.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much for somebody to befriend somebody, or they think they're being befriended.
Right. It's like they're fishing. They're fishing.
Well, they get comfort from. That's why you see so many people. They're like, if you go to how many restaurants you go to, you see people sitting at the table. They're all on their phones.
Yeah, it's
Facebook or whatever.
Immediate gratification.
Right.
Yeah.
And how many people like my picture?
Right, and because of that, that just makes it the lonely people. Easy picking, so to speak.
Kevin, what were you going to say?
Yeah, like the other day, I had to go sign my son out of school, and there was a line of 30 cars.
How's your boy?
He's 17.
He's at that age that he's about to jump out of high school into the real world. Would you consider that a fearful age of like, what's my boy going to do in the foreseeable future, or is your kid like solid? You know, he knows where he's going and what he wants to do.
Yeah, he knows what he wants to do.
Okay, good.
So he's already got that, I think, planned out and everything. But
18 X-ray, put him in.
yeah, so I went out and there, like I said, there's 30 cars out there, and I said to myself, I want to just see how many people are on their phones sitting in this line.
Everybody.
Out,
Oh, yeah.
27 out of 30 cars.
It's
They're
good.
sitting behind their steering wheel, all three of them, and there'd be 2 or 3 in the car, and they're all on the phone going like this, like this, and there's people right beside of you talk. Put the phones down.
And here's something which is very bizarre on that note. For example, and I think a lot of this is going on there. To what extent, I don't know. But imagine, if you will, these idiots, these nutsacks, they also are now training themselves to take advantage of that inability to be aware of your environment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it like this. I've seen you do this unconsciously. You walk in and automatically, I've seen Seamus do it. I've done it. I mean, I think all of us do what we do it because of who we are and our background. You take stock of everything around you immediately. You're an ex-cop. I'm former military. You're still in, but you come up from a very active military family, and you're aware of your weapons, man. You know that when you walk into an environment, what's going on before I can become comfortable in that environment.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you do that shit always, you know. And these guys, now the flip side to that is
they're looking for who's not
paying attention, who is the easy targets that I can immediately take out and make my statement before I get taken out.
So
that's scary right there.
There's a color progression chart we use in the military.
I prefer pink. I'm gonna just put it out there.
It's not one of the colors.
I don't wear it.
Not one of the colors.
But I don't wear it. I just prefer it.
Don't care.
It's a softer side.
There's
purple.
Nope.
That's a safe word.
Is it a safe word?
I thought it was cucumbers. Anyway, there's white, green, yellow, red. Okay, white phase. You're not paying attention. You're on your phone. You're, just not aware of your surroundings. Green, you're aware of your surroundings. Like, there's a good, like, you're in a crowd. You're in a crowded area.
Exactly.
You know that, like, not that there's imminent danger, but, you need to pay a little bit more attention. Like when you're driving,
it's like the guy who's semi, doing stuff, but he's not really focused on it.
Like when you're driving, you're anywhere from green to yellow. If it's raining or storming real hard, you're in the yellow. When it's just a nice sunny day, you're in the green. You're still looking for other cars to maybe pull out in front of you, or
you're in a zone. You're like, everything's nice.
No, I know a guy. When driving, he's in white.
He's that stupid.
He's driving. He's with his knee and on his phone touching.
Nice. That's my guy. I want him to hit me driver's side when there's nobody there, so I can sue the crap out of him.
Yeah. So
he's a guy I work with.
So that's green. You're paying a little bit more attention. Yellow is there could be a potential of danger. You're in an area where you don't know where you're at. You're in an area where
some parts of South Side.
Well,
in Statesville.
I live in South Side.
I said some parts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say more like a construction area, or either walking or driving
through there's an imminent danger that could. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
An imminent danger.
Somebody could drop a girder.
Yeah, and then there's red, where you know something's going to happen. You can see the signs of people starting to shift, and the only real way I can. I guess when you're in a bar and people start to get real loud and you can feel like there's gonna be a fight.
There's an energy rise that all of a sudden your senses and those who are a little bit more aware, immediately you begin to zoom in on that, and then in your mind, the trained individual or the semi-trained individual begins to assess, okay,
start looking
flight
for a way out
or fight, if this comes my way, that leaves me no way out, how do I protect myself and fight so I can get out,
Usually I'm on my way out the door when it's starting.
Usually me too.
At my age, I ain't trying to get in
Dude, I used to tell everybody at Planet Fitness, do you think I'm here to get like muscular? No, I'm here to train on how quickly I can run the heck. When you see a fat man doing Olympic level running, success.
I got to work on my cardio.
There you go. That's it.
I generally live between yellow and red, which probably isn't good for me. You should stay anywhere from green to
Yeah,
yellow.
Stress
Never
levels
really-
are wonderful, though.
I'm sure
Yeah.
your heart loves you.
But I go back to that. So, real quick,
I'm on the gas.
there is that aspect which is trainable, is achievable, particularly for police and law enforcement, EMS people as well. Firefighters, anybody who has this training aspect that they need to be aware of what's going on. They're those kind of people that can assess and handle situations differently. But I think there's a darker flip side to that, and that is how, whether homegrown or abroad, but this is how terrorists are being trained. Spot those guys as immediate threat, and then spot the people who are completely lackadaisical. They don't care as immediate targets or like easy targets. So, for example, when we go back to in Texas, the man in the church who stood up,
and he got in the trench coat.
Yeah,
he got one shot off, and then somebody shot him in the head. If I remember,
he was in the front of the church.
He shot one of the security guards, and then he shot the pastor, I think.
But he was all the way to the front, and then the gentleman was also a former police, if I'm not mistaken,
NRA instructor. Yeah.
He literally, at a fantastic distance, particularly when you got to take into consideration other people, an environment where it's not familiar, and he did that. I mean, kudos to that man. He immediately assessed everything within a split hundredth of a second, and it took action. Thank God.
And that's what you get for staying green and yellow.
But that guy who stood up, he said, I don't know here who's packing, because he's a church, so he would never have known. But he immediately looked at easiest targets. Well, there was a security guard who probably was, an older guy, whatever, may not have been, So he said, I'm going to take out the security guard who is imminent threat.
Yep.
And the easiest, most impacted target will be the priest. So that's what he wants. And there are people in these organizations, that's how they're being trained. They're being trained the opposite of the military. They're being trained the opposite of police.
Well, that's because they want to take out all of that and cause panic, because a lot of people rely on that for security and feeling safe. You take out what makes you feel safe, you can control the mass populace.
I was thinking about that the other day. In the United States, we're not living in enough fear of death.
No. That may or may not be a good thing, what you just said. I mean, I'm going to just say it like this real quick. On the military side, in confrontations, the first two guys that they're always going for are medics and officers. Disrupt the guy who leads, disrupt the guy who can heal predominantly. And then all of a sudden, everybody else is, okay, now.
Well, we don't wear big bright red crosses like we used to anymore.
That's also something that at one point, you begin to train, but it's that same mentality when you apply it to the regular population. You look for the sheep. You
get rid of the shepherd,
and here's the other thing.
You can take over as a shepherd.
If you can do a massive impact on the sheep population before the dog gets to you, success. If the dog gets to you before you're able to even get one shot off,
me, I'm a dog.
There you
I'm
go. But it's tough what's going on there, and I agree with what you just said. What was it that?
We don't live in enough fear of death on a regular basis. If you think about.
Well, let me rephrase. I don't necessarily. I mean, I agree 100%, but I know what you're trying to say.
The country isn't going to be attacked.
No, not even that. Just in day-to-day life. I mean, think about the Western expansion. I mean, people had to provide for themselves. There was no food stamps. There was no welfare. You made it or you didn't.
Yep.
Right.
Then you died of dysentery.
A little dysentery never hurt anybody.
But I mean,
a little, a lot. That's different.
Yeah.
A lot that's different.
If you were to take somebody from 1800 and just drop them in America today, they would be like, I don't have to do what? Are you serious? And then if you take the other side of that, you take somebody, part of the younger generation, or actually it could be any age really,
and put them in the
1800. They're like, you guys don't have what?
There's no Wi-Fi. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Well,
it's I know how to build a fire. Where's the switch?
Here's also something to that effect. And again, I pray that they are able to backtrack whoever was involved with that bombing or explosion, because it wasn't really a bomb; it was an explosion. It was set up. Apparently, they arrived at around 1:30 in the morning on Christmas Eve. You know, they did it again they parked on Church Street. It's a Christian holiday. Is there a theme behind that? I don't know. Is there a message behind that? I don't know.
Planning.
You know, but someone thought this shit through.
They did
very, very well.
But the only people who died were the ones in the RV, right? I don't think anybody was injured.
I agree. I agree.
Which that is really the puzzling part.
You know, and again,
because usually if somebody's going to do that, you're trying to disrupt everything by,
I think that
causing mass casualties and so forth.
They parked in a place where they thought there would be more traffic on Christmas morning, but I think
that
thinking
about mass and stuff like that.
The mistake for that was with everything that COVID's going on.
A lot of churches are closed.
A lot of shops, a lot of restaurants, a lot of everything is closed, particularly on a Christmas morning. Everybody's at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was, maybe a mistake.
People usually go to midnight mass.
Or it might have been a test.
Yes, you took the words right out of me. Or it could have been, let's test the waters and see what happens.
There's another side of that, though, because if you're going to do a massive operation, in the Marine Corps, we do something called getting a baseline. So if we're going to raid a town, this could be going along with your theory, but you get your patrols going out and you get people used to seeing you move one way,
right?
And you 180. So you get the people used to the lights turning on all at the same time,
right?
3 in the morning, everybody turn the lights on 3 in the morning every night for a week, and then the 8th day or whatever, all the lights turn on, and then it's go time. People look out and it's like, oh, their lights are back on, whatever, and all of a sudden you're getting raided.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. It's
that's psychological warfare.
Well, not just that. That's sort of, but
and it's also creating
you're numbing the mind to something different.
You're creating trends so that people feel comfortable in those trends, and then once they get accommodated or acclimatized to those trends, by offsetting those trends, you can catch them unaware.
Right. But with a bomb, that's a little bit extreme. I don't think. How many times can you set off a bomb before A, you get caught, B, you get killed, or C, they, the people you're targeting change their patterns completely. So I think that's a bit extreme for someone as a test.
Well, here's the other weird part about it. Before the bomb went off, there was a message telling everybody to clear the area, being broadcast from the RV.
What's going on, Cliff? Thank you very much for watching. Remember to share the show.
Part. Why, if you're going to detonate something, why are you getting everybody out of there?
Well, he's right about that. There was a broadcast saying, "Clear the area, clear the area,
Are
clear
there
the
any
area."
banks or anything near there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a downtown district. It looked very touristy, very nice, old school style
clear
buildings.
Everybody out, rob the place, and then you get away.
Well,
again, now it's sounding more like a Hollywood, movie kind of concept.
Well, before the invasion of Fallujah, Operation Phantom Fury 2. We dropped leaflets over Fallujah that said, "Hey, if you don't want to fight, you better get the hell out.
If you don't want to be a part of this,
in the town. Yeah.
If you don't want to be a part of this." So again, I go back to it. To me, it feels like it's a testing of something that also might be a hey, we're on top of it now. Everything's gonna be okay. And then it may happen in a different way, in a different style, in a different format. So it could also be a little misleading. Who knows? Again, we're just 3 guys talking right now, but
there is another option. I was listening to this Green Beret talk about raiding this compound, and they were moving along this wall, and there's a nice big open hole in the wall, and they're traveling along this wall trying to get to the front gate. It's a big hole in the wall. What do people naturally want to do?
Go through the hole.
So what the insurgents did was they planted an IED on the other side of that wall. So we're either going to blow them up or we're going to funnel them right where we want them to go and set an ambush. if you got a mine detector or a bomb dog or something like that, you can kind of figure out, hey, there's something there. And then you can kind of pick up on those clues. They probably want us to go this way, like an L-shaped ambush.
Mhm.
They're going to try and funnel us towards that point.
But you're talking also, here's the thing as well. It's a little different, and correct me if I'm wrong, so I may be. You're talking about a trained military group of people who know what they're doing. There's tactical, there's strategy, and you need they're not the same.
Mm-mm.
So you need a good tactician. He is the thinker. Actually, you need a good strategist. He's the thinker.
Mm-hmm.
The tactician is the doer.
Mm-hmm.
So when you combine that's what you're talking about. To make sure that a lot of those guys that are being, that again, insurgents or whatnot that are being fought overseas, they don't have that training. They are just
actually
nearly. Well, some of them do. Again, some of them do, but a lot of them are just compared to you guys. They're a little bit less formal training, a little bit less tactical, a little bit less strategy. It's more like, let's just die for our cause and be done with it. So you get a guy says, well, we feel there might be a bomb or an IED in that area or whatever. They might throw 2-3 other guys who want to go to their heaven and clear that area, and in the ensuing chaos, that's when they funnel through the wrong or right way. But it's that mentality, I think, that is not what's happening in America. When I go back to the terminology homegrown terrorists, the American terrorist per se that is here,
they just want to
is
do
a
as
different
much damage
animal
as they can
than the one that's
before.
outside there.
Yeah, but they did a lot of destruction to the street and the buildings.
But that's a morale. That's a morale. That brings down morale on Christmas.
True.
Morale can also impact people as well.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So they may not have been necessarily out to kill a lot of people. They may have been out to just say, we could do this in the heart of a city, and we can do it on a sacred holiday, and we can, and they did.
I mean, this is also the same. Is it the same city that had the autonomous zone?
No, that was Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Portland is
you're a few hundred miles away.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was the same city or not.
No. This is Nashville, Tennessee. This is where the explosion happened.
I know. I had a brain fart.
Nerdburgh Central.
No, it's okay.
I had a brain fart.
No, dude, I was like, wait a minute. I'm the one who's geographically challenged here. But I mean, like I said, it's horrible. I'm thankful that in essence nobody really got hurt. So property can always be fixed.
Did nobody get hurt but the perpetrators?
I believe that's what
Good.
happened, yes.
All right.
Good. There you go. Success.
For us.
I didn't read into the story. I did see the headline. They did find human remains in the RV.
All right, dumbass. You should have left. There you go.
So, you want to hear a crazy story?
I did say ass. I'm sorry.
There were a few Marines talking about this Humvee that got blown up by an IED. Dude said they found the driver's fingers in the engine compartment. You may ask, how do they know it was the driver's fingers? Because they were still attached to the steering wheel.
There you go. Lighter note, if you guys are okay with it, a little bit on the lighter note. How many times have you been anywhere and bought a cup of coffee for anybody? Anyone?
I don't drink coffee.
Well, I mean, but hey, man, let me buy you a cup of coffee. Kevin, have you ever just been somewhere and say, hey, man, let me buy you a cup of coffee?
I have a couple of times when I was in the drive-thru of the fast food restaurant, bought the food for the car behind me.
Nice.
Oh.
But let's say you were with a buddy. You know what?
You didn't pay it forward.
I'm gonna. Hey, man, you want a cup? I got you. I'm gonna buy you a cup of coffee.
I've done that for friends and whatever. I bought people lunch before, yeah.
I mean, I've bought coffee for the others.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. So, and there is a wonderful segue there because I really want to talk to you guys about this.
Isn't that one of those little two-wheel things that you kind of like lean forward?
I have no idea what the hell that is.
Segway,
Yeah, I remember
a Segway.
All the nerds in Silicon Valley ride them around.
I tried that one time and I almost killed myself. Yeah, no. I tried that one time and I almost killed myself. This is at downtown Miami. Oh Lord, that was
they have Segway tours where people guided tour where everybody's riding on a Segway down the sidewalk.
I couldn't do that.
Really, it's really funny when they try and do a selfie on one of those.
Do you guys want to buy us a cup of coffee? Let
Yes,
me put it
please.
like that. I actually, I would love for you guys to buy us a cup of coffee. And where am I going with this? So, coffee, KO-FI. Coffee is a wonderful format. As I mentioned in last show, I'm looking to set up a different format as well that can support, help, and bring in funds to what we're doing as an entity for Los Tres Maduros, our studio program,
Something
our
where
shows.
people can help build.
Exactly. So they can have a say in what we're doing also. So I was looking at Patreon. I was looking at, there is, of course, fans only, which is a different format. There's a couple other ones out there that I came across. Now, interestingly enough, coffee, it's a fantastic one, literally, it's a step-by-step process. You guys could literally, for the cost of a cup of coffee, $5.99, $6, whatever, right?
Starbucks coffee.
Starbucks coffee. You can say, hey, I'm going to donate this to the show Los Tres Maduros. I want to be a part of it. I posted, actually, one of the goals is that we want to do better lighting, better camera system, and a better sound.
You're getting people to sponsor different parts of the show.
Not sponsored at all. Coffee, basically, it's like Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
It is a member-supported website or
so we're going to be PBS
site. Exactly. The concept idea is it's something that you guys are gonna basically support what we're doing through your donations. We're doing again something that I just started to put together. It's not 100% yet, but we're gonna be advertising more and more through coffee. Yes, sir.
Are there donations tax deductible? Because that may make a difference for some people.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't think about that either. So
usually any kind of charitable donation.
It depends if they're a 501c3. It's usually tax deductible.
Okay, so
I'm an RC3PO.
But think about this. Okay,
No, you're not.
Patreon.
You're not metal and you're not gold.
Shit.
So the concept is basically, guys, it's an identical setup to Patreon, fans only. All of these guys follow the same criteria.
Okay.
So there is none of that other nonsense. It is right now. Kevin Thompson says, you know what? I like where the guys are going with this. We're also going to be doing a paid only membership so that when we post certain things, only members who are currently paying will be able to see it. It'll be maybe an after show video,
pre-show,
that,
post-show,
that doesn't show anything what's going on.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Correct.
Gotcha.
There's going to be also.
If you want to know what we really look like before we put our
and
R2D2 over there.
There's going to be
yes, marvelous
merchandise that will be sold on there as well. There'll be merch with the Los Tres Maduros logo, which we're working on. There's going to be caps. There's going to be hoodies, T-shirts, all manner of great things. There's going to be very hard to find, if not impossible, merchandise to get anywhere right through us as well. So
until somebody buys a bunch of it and puts it on eBay.
Well, if they can find cigars that haven't been made in 20 years and they can do that, good luck with that. So, I mean, there might be a cigar book that was published 15 years ago, autographed by the author, that doesn't exist anywhere as such. So it's things like this, Mikey, that I'm looking to offer. So, and that's what we are looking to offer to make it worthwhile for you to support what we're doing. So, one of the goals right now currently is that we have posted is we're looking to do a soundboard with a mic. We're looking for a better camera. We're looking for better lighting. So these are things that you will have a hand in developing, creating, and building with us to give you guys a better show. And on top of that, there will be access to hard to find or not existing anywhere else merchandise or prices that you can get based upon that support. So think about that for a second. It's like, you're like, man, I'm going to, instead of $6, I'm going to donate, whatever, $50. Well, that $50 donation immediately could be flipped into something that you may not have ever expected arriving at your house. So isn't that exciting as well?
Be like a mystery box.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
Those are kind of neat.
We used to call them in the days, and not to, create a negative way, but it was called a cigar bomb. We were like, hey man,
I see what you did.
I'm gonna send the bomb
as opposed to a glitter bomb.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the bomb to my buddy Kevin Thompson. So he doesn't know what he's receiving, but when he opens it, he's like, oh my god, it's like
we call it
boom.
cigar drop.
It's like we'll call it a cigar drop. Or a price drop.
Mm-hmm.
He does not know what he's gonna get, but when he opens it, it might be like a vintage Cigar Aficionado magazine with Sylvester Stallone on the cover of it, and you're like, oh my god, this thing was like back in the days. Holy Moses, you don't find that anywhere. So it's like what you said, but no one will be able to have 2 or 3 of the same. It's
okay, gotcha.
Random, wonderful little gifts that we're gonna put together.
Right.
Maybe some crappy pinstriping by old Seamus Tolley or something.
Who knows? You know what? It could be an original piece that you say, you know what? This was something that I signed off on it. Not 100% happy, but now it is something that's part of who you are in the show. I got 2 great pieces. I got the LFD and I got the pinstriping that you did back there. Mm-hmm. So you don't know
got the cigar humidor
correct
thing that he gave us for Christmas.
There you go. You never know if you might get a really great handcrafted, hand-painted original piece by Seamus Tolley.
Hand-painted pineapples for everybody.
There you go. You don't know. So that's actually one of the neat things about coffee. A $6 donation supports us 100%. So yeah, it's almost like public broadcasting. We want you to be a part of what we're building, and we're going to tell you step by step everything that you put into this show. We will show you exactly what it is that we're doing with your donations, with that money. And I'm excited to say, it is about you making a better show as opposed to us just, sometimes, tell us what you want to see. Be a part of it. Let that donation, let that $6, donation to Los Tres Maduros be a coffee. I will be posting a link after the show so you guys can also go directly there, get involved with it. It's very infant stage right now. But you can start making your donations that will make a difference down the pipeline as well.
Yeah, we need diapers for this thing.
Diapers
are expensive.
A little depends on the garment. Never hurt anybody. Never hurt anybody. So that's coffee. Coffee is basically as follows. It allows the creators, which would be us, to receive money from fans, that's you guys, of our content. Fans of what we do. So it supports. It's basically roughly equal to the price of a cup of coffee. And all you need basically is this PayPal, or if you don't have PayPal, I think there's Stripe. There's a couple of different formats, but there are ways that you can immediately support right there and then. We are also going to be posting the Anchor. There is a support link.
We're dropping Anchor?
Yeah, we're dropping Anchor. Anchor is actually where we do our podcasting, so that's good.
I'll tell you later.
Well, here's the thing also.
Browse the Super Bowl?
There is going to be a brand new email blast. There you go. Browse the Super Bowl. Lord, you guys. Dropping the Anchor.
Or if you're a hot rodder, it means the engine fell out of the bottom of your car.
Oh, Lord bless it. Look at that. We're also going to do the same thing with Anchor Podcasting. So Anchor Podcasting has different levels of support and donations as well. $2.99, $4.99, and I forgot what the third one is, but it'll be up to you. So your donations will really have an impact upon what we are doing here. So I'm super excited. We're going to bring you 2 different formats. The podcast is to how you want this to be developed as a podcaster.
Throw in the topic you want to talk about.
Absolutely. And the other one, coffee, is basically a little bit of everything. We got it'll cover podcasting, it'll cover video. Who never knows? If I travel somewhere and I, have some cigars that have never been seen in the United States, or if I get access to them through somebody, you never know. Your donations.
You still have family down south?
Yeah. I mean, I got, in Cuba, I got family also, and I got a family also in Costa Rica, my uncle down there as well. So
awesome.
You guys never know what your donations will get back to you in as. Again, a surprise gift pack. Somebody donates, $100. Great, man, fantastic. I'm going to take care of you on a level that, wow, holy Moses, where did this come from?
Big things coming. Big things, and you can be a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the way that you guys can help us create a better show for you always. And that's the goal. The New Year's coming. We need to take it to another level. We need to just make sure that we go to another, degree of, wow, holy Moses, these guys are that's awesome.
Always seek improvement.
Merchandise,
Yes.
T-shirts, hoodies, all
I have
kinds
a
of
few
great
designs
stuff.
we can
You
talk
know,
about afterwards.
yeah, absolutely. Like I said, there will be also a member sign up for viewership that only you guys will be able to see. You know, no one else will see those videos, just you. So imagine, like, what do we really feel about a certain cigar that we may have smoked? I mean, we may all in front of the cameras, you know, be a little bit more PC because we want to be nice. But what if we tell you exactly what we thought about that cigar? What if we know an insider knowledge that we can drop a bomb
not that
on?
we're not untruthful, but maybe the fact that we don't want to dime other companies out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Maybe we
So
want to figure out what we were smoking, like, because a lot of times we'll smoke a cigar and we'll talk about different companies, but we don't want to blast them out on the internet, positive or negative. So something after the show, we could talk about, hey, this is what we were actually smoking, even though our opinions were truthful.
Yeah.
We just didn't necessarily name the brand.
Absolutely.
outright.
You know, we may just, show you exactly. We may not tell you what it is we're smoking, but we may want to then, this is the brand, boom, and we might just do another 10 minutes of like what it is that we really, really feel about that. Two things before we go. Doña Noli Cigars is now officially supporting and sponsoring this show also, as well as GTO Cigars. I spoke to Oscar Rodriguez, who is going to be with us via video next Wednesday from 6 to 7. So we're going to be sponsored, and we're going to be showcasing GTO Cigars next Wednesday. Super duper excited about that. It's great to have Oscar, who's a doctor. He is a emergency room surgeon. He's
Have the doctors prescribe us some painkillers.
Absolutely, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I've got a half a box coming.
There you go. So look at that. Very excited about the future of Doña Noli Cigars. The shop online is going to grow exponentially. We currently have about 800 SKUs in it. God willing, we will have on the website maybe about 2,000 SKUs. So if you're looking for a particular cigar brand, it will be there. Very proud to say that the website is now sponsoring the show 100%.
So, damn it, Thomas.
Thomas Lockery.
I was going to say Duncan because I'm talking to you, but no. Thomas gave me a bunch of cigars for Christmas. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Thomas. And when I went to Allie's parents' house, I got him one of your Maduros.
Right.
So we sat out on the back porch and we were smoking and talking, and he's a cigarette smoker. And I was like, here, try this. And, it's a gift. And he really, really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's starting to come around to the whole cigar,
Which is what I'm talking about. Thomas? Which Thomas is this?
No, I'm talking about Allie's dad.
Oh, Allie's dad. Okay, gotcha.
Thomas got me a few cigars.
And then you shared with Allie's dad. Okay, well, that's good, man. That's awesome.
So I was telling him, I was like, hey, this is my buddy's blend. Mm-hmm. This is something that he does that, you can get relatively cheap, $3, $4, $5.
Yeah.
Depending on you buy a
bundle for $55.
Right.
So,
So I was telling him,
buy two, get one free when you get, buy three more.
Exactly, yeah. And I was telling him, I was like, I can get these, all day long, very cheap, no problem. And he's like, yeah, it's a great cigar. He loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So I was like, cool.
Enjoyed it.
And then again at Marty's, I was talking to one of Allie's regulars who he just came from Casa de Monte Cristo.
Gotcha.
Great place, love them. And I slid him one of your cards. I was like, hey, this is my buddy Duncan's card. This is his, his website and all that. You can go online. He can get pretty much any cigar you want within 3 to 5 days, depending on, when you order from the website. So.
Well, I appreciate that. And again, that's part and parcel of what we're building out there. And we want you guys to have a hand in this. So if you got friends, if you got family.
I gave up one of my cigars to a guy last night, too.
Yeah.
He was one.
At the wine festival?
Yeah, at the wine festival.
At the wine festival. Okay. Well, then
he was one of them.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. At the wine festival.
Yeah.
You were just getting wasted, weren't you, last time?
Not quite wine girl wasted or white girl wasted, but yeah.
But almost there. Almost there. White Claw wasted? Is that what it is?
No. Ain't no laws when you're on the claw.
You guys ever had that White Claw stuff?
I've tasted it.
I've never had it.
No, I drink whiskey like a real man.
Yeah, me too.
That's what Big Mike drinks.
Yeah. White Claw?
Is he here?
I haven't seen him.
No, because I know he went out of town.
Like Matthews, Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year.
I think he's out of town till probably New Year's.
Okay.
Nice. Well, listen, guys. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I got some too. Cheers to you guys. Thank you very much, Kevin Thompson, for the beer. Sun and Steel. This is the Trooper by Iron Maiden, huh? Wow. Kevin, when you get a chance, right as we say goodbye, on the second screen it'll say log off. It'll say you click on that once, and then it'll say two. And if you do them both, so listen, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you guys. Enjoy the holidays with the family. Be safe. If you're a homegrown terrorist, stop. Just stop. You know,
before you become a homegrown terrorist,
make friends.
Find
a pretty girl. You know, whatever. It'll be all right. And we got a few more shows before the year ends. Actually, I'm doing a week from now.
We got two more of the three of us.
Yeah. Because Saturday.
One more with the three of us. And then Saturday will be the beginning of the new year.
Exactly. We're going to see you guys on Wednesday next week with Oscar Rodriguez. I'll be with you guys on Monday. And then we're going to come back the following Saturday and see what happened at the other wine festival. Probably going to be at another wine festival. Yeah.
Hey.
Remember, everybody, smoke well. For God's sake, smoke well because we do. Get it.